Well, we've come to learn on DelmarvaLife that no job is too big or small for our very own Brian.
I guess. No, just kidding. That's why, without hesitation, I rose to the occasion to spend a day with the folks from Walls Custom Concrete in Milford. My assignment? To install custom landscape edging at someone's home. So how did I do? Well, take a look.
It's called border magic, but there's no wand here. Precision, time, and skill make it happen. The folks at Walls Custom Concrete in Milford install border magic. The edging has a very simple concept: keep the grass and landscaping where they each belong. Even better, it's permanent.
It can't be duplicated. It's a one-time approach based on what the homeowner wants and is imagining or visualizing. We try and bring that to the product of what you see on the ground.
Robert Chambers is the general manager of the Walls group of companies. He let me spend an afternoon on the job with his crew at this home in Sussex County. I think everyone was pretty happy to have me there.
We have somebody who has no clue what he's doing coming. Great.
All right, now I have to prove to these guys I can do the job and do it right. First thing they had me do, mix the concrete that is used to make the custom edging. How hard can that be? One by one, 3 buckets of sand went into the mixer. Then it was time to add a bag of cement. I think I made most of it go into the air as a cloud of smoke, as you can see.
The mixer is, you know, you might have had a grandfather or somebody older than that used to mix up mortar, and it's all about the touch and getting the right consistency, the moisture. You know, putting in a bag of mix or a couple pails of sand is one thing, but getting the water to the right consistency, this product is all about the mix.
And that brings us to my first mess up of the day. Little did I realize the amount of water you add is pretty critical.
The problem I had at one point was that I was actually I put too much water into the mixer, or whatever that mechanism is called, so they had to kind of discard that for the time being and let that dry.
So that meant I had to make another batch of concrete. After that, it was time for me to work my magic. Border magic, that is.
I hope the homeowner knows they're letting me do this.
The crew had started on the custom edging earlier in the day. You can see much of their work here. Here's to hoping I don't mess up from this point on. All you do is throw the concrete into this machine, which basically shapes the border.
It took him a little while to get called on to how to do certain things, feeding the mixer and doing all that.
It may look easy, but trust me, it wasn't.
I had to take the shovel and I was like shoving all the concrete down into this like little area where it was compacting the border to make the border, I guess you'd say. And I wasn't doing it fast enough, I felt like, or maybe too fast. I really don't know what I was doing. The guys had to kind of help me a little bit, but it eventually came out and it looked good, so I must have done something right.
He was trying to make it move too quickly, and in doing so, he was feeding too much concrete into the plunger too fast, and it was jamming it up.
Inch by inch, the border takes shape, but there's more to do.
Gotta put the gloves on.
After the concrete is laid, you have to manually shape it to give it a natural look.
There's a lot of hands-on when it comes to the border magic.
There's no exact measurement or model to go by, just creativity and a steady hand. After that, each section is given a color or appearance based on what the homeowner wants in their yard. It's a lot of work and a lot of time, but in the end, well worth it.
Brian was doing great. He fit right in with the guys. He looked like he was trained by one of our people.
I think with some training and some time, he could be part of the crew without a problem.
I was pretty proud of myself. I didn't get that messy in a white shirt.
For doing such a good job today, I'd like to give you a little something.
Is it a check?
No, it's a hat.
A hat? Wow.
And a t-shirt.
And a t-shirt? My parents are going to be so proud. I'm part of the team. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Who knows what job I'll end up doing next?
Wow, and you broke a sweat.
I did, but I didn't get the white shirt dirty, and I was really proud about that. I mean, who works in those conditions and doesn't get dirty? I mean, come on.
I know.
That was pretty good of me.
It looked pretty good, though. I'd like to have that in my yard, so when are you going to come out and do it?
I'll talk to you about that later.
All right.
You know, the bordering comes with a 10-year limited warranty against cracking, fading, and peeling, and I want to thank all the guys at Walls Custom Concrete for letting me hang with them, because clearly, as you saw, I think I did make their job a little more difficult, but they got it done eventually, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Exactly.